Broadside day 100. Yesterday I was in Lowe's at the paint section. There was this nice black lady that was working there by herself, fastidiously handling like 19 different things at once. And she was putting some paint in a little shaking machine. And I was just patiently waiting to ask a question about something. And I'd been standing there for 3 or 4 minutes. And I noticed this low rent looking butter snatch walks up, and he's just he can't tell what he's doing, but he's got questions, right? And he'd been there about 30 seconds, and she walks over and she's like, all right, who was next? And I just quietly raised my hand. And I don't normally do that. Normally I'd be like, whatever, man, just go ahead, I don't care. But this guy, he jumps in front of me, right? He's like, he walks over and starts talking, and she's like, and I had raised my hand, and she says, sir, there's an order. He was here first. And he's like, oh, and it was just beautiful. It was beautiful. I realized that there's nothing that you can do in this world that doesn't offend somebody, and it's kind of sucks, you know, especially when you do it out of jest, you know, just having fun and whatnot. But I was thinking about it the other day, and I thought to myself, you know, there are two people that you can still make fun of and no one will say a word, and that's gypsies and pirates. Nobody cares about their feelings, and you can make all the gypsy and pirate comments you want, and no one will ever come to their defense because everybody hates them for whatever reason. And speaking of pirates, I eat citrus fruit for one reason and one reason only, and that's to keep scurvy at arm's distance, because nobody needs, you know, muscle fatigue and easy bruising and you know, bleeding gums and stuff like that. That's just not necessary. I was watching a movie yesterday and with my young son, and there was a bear in it, and he's like, is that a real bear? I'm like, yeah, it's a real bear. I said, but it's a movie bear, so it's been stick broke since it was born, you know, and so they beat that thing within an inch of its life, and it's probably had its teeth and claws taken out and everything like that, and it's just a very weak version of a bear, but it's still a bear, and it still could, you know, destroy you if it felt like, but it's just too tired, you know. And he said, well, where do they come from? I said, well, they rent them. Like, there's companies mostly out in California and whatnot where they film movies, and you can, you know, these people come in with these trained bears and be in your movie and whatnot. And he's like, he looks at me for a minute, and he's like, we should rent a movie bear. And I thought to myself, I couldn't love this kid any more than I do. He's definitely my son. I know that much, because who wouldn't want to rent a movie bear? I don't know what we do with it, but it'd be a fun weekend. Probably some stuff would need to be repaired at weekend's end. And lastly, I was watching I just flipping through the channels, and I see the green screen of the news media. It's 2022. Why do the weathermen still stand in front of a green screen instead of just put some huge projection TV up on the wall and just say, yeah, over here in Tulsa, it's going to be 86. Like, why is that so hard? Why is that technology necessary? And maybe I don't know enough about TV production, and admittedly, I probably don't, but that just seems really dumb to me. Really dumb, really short-sighted, really dumb.